Hola muchachos, happy Wednesday. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Today, what has happened, you tell by the title of the video, it's officially the day that I know I'm getting really old. I wish I could be a little bit younger again. I mean, I'm in my mid-20s, and I'm the, pre-half of the mid-20s, but yeah, I'm getting old. So if you have no idea who I am, or if you just subscribe to the channel and you don't really know a lot about me, let's put it this way. My favorite driver, all time, and will always be all time, Jeff Gordon. It's never going to change. There will never be anyone other than maybe Leo, other than Leo Gordon. No, not even Leo. Leo will never overtake his dad. So Jeff Gordon will forever, in my lifetime, be my favorite race car driver. Nothing doesn't matter who comes in. God himself can drive a race car, and my favorite driver will be Jeff Gordon. It's just that simple. And so when this news came out today that Gordon will become the vice chairman of Hendrick Motorsports, I think we all knew this was coming. I knew this was coming as soon as, how old was I? I don't remember. But whenever I heard about Gordon being an owner of Hendrick, because it happened in 1999, I was 2 years old. Okay, so I was not around really, mentally for that. I did not know what was going on. I did not know what NASCAR was when I was 2 years old. But in 1999, Jeff Gordon became an equity owner of Hendrick Motorsports. He basically signed a lifetime contract. First to ever, I think, happen in NASCAR. And so he became an equity owner, and he was literally Rick Hendrick's only partner in Hendrick Motorsports. So he was the only other part owner. And then, as you guys know, if you didn't know, if you're younger and you don't know the history, I'll explain it really quickly. So 2002, Hendrick Motorsports develops the 48 car, right? And the 48 car is actually owned by Jeff Gordon. So Jeff Gordon then brings in Jimmy Johnson. So you had Rick Hendrick owning the 24, Rick Hendrick owning the 2002. Was the 5 car still there? Labonte, I think so. The 5, what was the third car at Hendrick Motorsports during that time? 24, 5, was the 25 in NASCAR? I don't know. I'm trying to do this off the top of my head. I don't remember. I don't remember if the 25 was the third car there, or if they were a 4-car team when the 48 came in. I don't entirely remember. Or was it the 97? When did the 97? I don't remember. Whatever. Basically, you had 3 Hendrick cars owned by Rick Hendrick, and then a 4th Hendrick car owned by Jeff Gordon. And unless you actually looked at the list that came out every week, where it had the entry list, and it would be like owner Rick Hendrick, owner Joe Gibbs, owner whatever Roger Penske, Jeff Gordon would be there. You see Jeff Gordon as a driver and Jeff Gordon as an owner. So he was the only one that was there. So he owned that 48 team. I think still does. And yeah, so he was part owner. Ever since I knew about that, back to my original point. Ever since I knew about that, I knew Jeff Gordon would become the leader of Hendrick Motorsports, or the main owner. Never really the majority owner, because it's always going to be Rick Hendrick until, he unfortunately, one day, Father Time catches up and passes away. It'll always be Rick Hendrick. But I knew forever, since that moment, it won't be Chad Canales, it won't be Ray Evernham, it will be nobody else. Gordon will, one day, assume responsibility of Hendrick Motorsports and be the main leader. I'm talking about the guy that brings in the drivers, guy that makes contract decisions, sponsor decisions, all that kind of stuff. The main dude would be Jeff Gordon. I didn't think that day would come anytime soon, but it's coming because of the news we got today. So right here in front of us is the press release that was given to everyone, and it says NASCAR legend Jeff Gordon. I prefer GOAT. I think we have to put GOAT in there. That's a topic for another day. None of you are changing my mind. Jeff Gordon's the GOAT. You can't change my mind. I don't care about a playoff system. I genuinely don't care. You give me one race car driver, one in anything, just one, and tell me who has to be the smoothest, the fastest, the most vicious, the most dangerous, just the best overall in every racing discipline, whether it be a super speedway, a road course, a short track, an intermediate speedway, dirt racing, does not matter. Jeff Gordon. You guys will never, ever, ever, ever get me off of that. So, my GOAT is Jeff Gordon. And I have logical reasons to back it up, all right? I'm just saying, I just want to say, if we never had a damn playoff system, he's a 7-time champion, so you want to compare that to Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt. He's a 7-time champion if you don't have that stupid playoff system, because he literally would destroy fields in the regular season. I mean, he'd have 400-point leads, all right? He was going to win the championship, okay? So it's that simple. That's all I'm going to say. I respect Jimmy Johnson. I respect that some of you guys name him your GOAT. I respect that, but it's not true. That's all I'm saying. Sorry, that topic gets me heated, okay? It's a very passionate debate. It's a good thing it is a debate. It is a debate. But for me, if you were debating me, there is no debate. It's Gordon. Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt, well, Gordon whooped Earnhardt's butt many times. And Richard Petty, to be fair, had no competition. So we don't really know back in the day. But I digress. Okay, so let's go back to this. So yeah, he will become vice chairman and co-owner. He will maintain a daily presence at Hendrick Motorsports with a focus on the organization's competition and marketing groups. And so that is, he will join Rick Hendrick on the NASCAR Team Owner Council and assume Hendrick Motorsports' seat on the sanctioning body's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. He says, I cannot put into words what Hendrick Motorsports means to me in many ways. It's my home and my people. Yeah, you've been there literally the whole time. I've never lost my passion for it. We can tell because every time you were analyst on Fox, you always paid a little bit closer attention to the Hendrick cars. Trust me, Jeff, we noticed that. A little bit annoying sometimes. For our sport and the sheer challenge of racing and winning at the highest level, being part of competition is where I'm happiest and feel I can make the biggest contribution to the continued long-term success of the team. Rick and I have a shared vision, which is based on the values he's instilled, the culture he's built, and our desire to be the very best in all categories on and off the track. And then it says at the bottom, in October 99, he becomes equity owner, and he remains the only partner in the 13-time NASCAR Cup Series championship winning organization, which Gordon won 93 races and 4 titles, should be 7, but 4 titles from 92 until his retirement from full-time racing in 2015. Now, fortunately for Mr. Gordon, there isn't much to do at Hendrick Motorsports at the moment. I mean, other than maybe getting some more sponsors for Kyle Larson, his job is pretty much set for now, for the next few years. All right, so Alex Bowman just got a contract extension, I think. Do I fully agree with that? Sure, he has won 2 races this season. Do I think Alex Bowman is a star-level driver? Not really, no, but he's won 2 races. I ain't gonna take anything away from him. It is what it is. Listen, all I'm saying, I'm not trying to disrespect Bowman. I'm just trying to say, I think there's better options out there. If you were try to get another driver, I think there are better options out there. But I completely understand. And then you have William Byron, who, to be fair, hasn't really lived up yet to what I feel like he should be able to do, but again, we will see with that. And then the 2 cornerstones that aren't going to change forever. I mean, you had Jeff Gordon and Kyle Larson, or not Kyle Larson. You had Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson. Your job was set there. Then it was the other 2, like Earnhardt Jr. and Kyle Busch and Mark Martin and whoever else came in, Brian Vickers. But yeah, Gordon and Johnson always stayed. And now you have the equivalent of that. You have Chase Elliott. Again, don't put words into my mouth. I'm not saying Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson or, Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon. But for the era that we are in, it basically is the same thing. You have Chase Elliott, you have Jimmy Johnson, or Kyle Larson. Those 2 are 2 of the top 5 best in the sport. So that's set. And then you have sponsorship for Elliott, probably forever, because he's going to be the most popular driver. So you don't got to worry about that. The only thing is Larson and getting sponsorship for him more often, and that's it. But as for the driver lineup at Hendrick Motorsports, what is there to do? I mean, Bowman just signed the extension. Byron is a young driver who's very talented. There ain't much to do. So you just kind of keep riding it until something opens up. If I were to do something, it would be replace one of Bowman or Byron with a very quality driver. Who might that be? I don't know. For example, no, it's never going to happen. Like, Ty Gibbs is always going to stay at Joe Gibbs, so I'm not going to say that. But I don't know. If someone came onto the market... Listen, Brad Keselowski, I wouldn't be adverse to putting Keselowski in a Hendrick car. I know he's getting a little bit older, and he's probably going to Roush Fenway, but that's just an example, right? A champion that might have a ride free, that might look to move. If I was Hendrick Motorsports, I would think about it, but I digress. In the end, guys, how long will it take for Jeff Gordon to take over full control of Hendrick? He basically has it now. It's just that Rick is still going to be there. The final word will still always go to Rick, and it's always going to be Rick for now. But Mr. Hendrick is, the father, the dad, is getting up in age. All right, he's getting up there. He's also gone through a lot of trauma in his life. God bless his soul. A lot of tragedy. And so how much longer will he want to be doing this? You never know. But I would say Gordon now, it's probably a team ownership now, and then Gordon will eventually have the full reins. And that's going to bring a tear to my eye because it's like he's just growing up. It's seeing a beautiful driver be dominant and then kind of go through a little slump and then back issues and then a bunch of other stuff. Should have won the 2014 championship. Retires, goes to commentary. Now he's going to go to team ownership. It's cool to see. It's cool to see like one of your childhood heroes just boop, 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 just progress through the life as you get older. I just find that fun. It's nice. So what do you guys think about Mr. Gaudin making a vice chairman / co-owner of Hendrick Motorsports? I think it's a big deal. I mean, it's like, what if, I don't know, Joe Gibbs stepped down one day? Who would take over, Joe Gibbs Racing? That's always, it's a big thing who runs these things. Plus, Joe Gibbs will have a superstar level talent in the next few years with his grandson Ty Gibbs when he gets into that ride. You think Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson are a lock at Hendrick? Oh my God! Place all your bets in the world that Ty Gibbs will forever drive for Joe Gibbs Racing. He's never leaving that organization. All right, I don't care how bad they get. That ain't happening. He's always going to be there, and he is a superstar. Do not get me wrong about that. Ty Gibbs is a 110% superstar. He's just too young to get into the main series at the moment. Whenever he's old enough, he will get there. Trust me on that. But what do you guys think about all this? I think it's really cool news, and we'll see how it goes in the future. This makes me all giddy, makes me feel like a kid again, because whenever Gordon is in something, it just gets me excited. He's the reason why I probably started watching NASCAR and really fell in love with it when I was really young. It was because of him. And obviously, when he retired, I felt a very severe drop-off in interest. I remember if you asked me questions, guys, about the 2016 season, I know who won the 500 because it was a photo finish. I don't know really anything about the 2016 season. Individual races, I genuinely don't know. All I know is that Jimmy Johnson won the championship, and I think he won Martinsville before that. I don't know anything else about the 2016 season because I did not watch it because I was hurt from Gordon not racing in there. So that's just, I'm just letting you know. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. Shout out to all the Patreon supporters. Sorry I didn't get the shout out at the beginning, but shout out to all the Patreon supporters for supporting the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. I will see you guys tomorrow. And peace out.